Hello, my friend. It's Jen Maxwell here, the Clarity Coach. I'm popping on today quickly to tell you about an exciting new thing I wanted to share with you. We had a long weekend here in Canada, and I had an opportunity to get some downtime and some thinking time, which is so critical for our business. And if you're heart-centered and inspired, you may run into some typical challenges that people like us often do. We've got like so many great ideas, any which of one could be the thing. And we kind of just spend our time, using our energy, throwing spaghetti at the wall, seeing what sticks. Well, let me tell you from personal experience, it's not a really powerful way to run a business. So I have actually, especially over this transition time with COVID and all that's been going on, I've actually recorded and created an entire process for people that are just like me, people that are inspired, that we really want to help people. We want to create that influence and impact for our clients, because if you don't win and they don't win, we don't win, right? So there's this magical concoction that comes together when you can really pull all the pieces together to create a business process that works for you, that's fully aligned with who you are. So the goal is to go from scattered to aligned action so that you can increase that influence, impact, and of course, income. So let me tell you, this is going to be a beta program, and I made notes, so I have to look at them so I don't forget. This is where you come in. This is beta because I need your help and I need your feedback. It's probably going to be 12 weeks, maybe 14 weeks. We're going to meet every other week, so it's not like heavy duty crazy. You'll have time to, get some learning and then implement, because that is critical to actually making something work and stick. So let me tell you the areas in which we'll be looking at. So we're going to start with a clarity guide, which actually helps we're going to reverse engineer things a little bit. What is it that you want? And not like end goal, like I want to retire or exit strategies or any of those kinds of things. Like actually, how do you see your day-to-day work going for you? And this is a challenge that many of these sort of gurus out there that are always telling you, what's your goal and what's your exit strategy? For heart-centered, inspired people, we don't think like that. We're not like focused on the end goal. We are focused on the journey. There are many stops along the way, and we need to stop at them all. Because you may want to have ice cream one day. You may want to stop at the beach. You may want to, take a ride on the Ferris wheel that you saw as you were traveling through that town. All of those things are part of what helps us bring that magic to what we do. So if this is you, this is going to be a really amazing process for you. So we're going to start, right at that clarity guide. Let's get started about how we think things will look on a day-to-day basis. And then I'm going to show you the magical ingredient to finding your ideal client. And I have to tell you, there's no process out there like this. I guarantee 100% that you will figure out who your ideal client is. And then we're going to tweak it some more and go from ideal client to dream client, because there is a difference. And then we're going to look at crafting your marketing message, because this is a critical component. If you can't say what you do, which is often the challenge for many heart-centered, inspired people, it's very difficult to attract that ideal client. So we're going to look at the impact we're going to have with products and services, what your offers are, and we're going to define them. That's often another challenge. Like, I don't even know what I do. I'm good at helping all these people do all these things, but I don't know what it is I do. And you're maybe even just looking for a title to go under, or a process that you complete for people or help them with. So that's another important thing. Then we're going to look at tools of the trade. Now, this is a really key thing for me. And if you're anything like me, I want tools that work. I don't want a bunch, like 500 different things that I'm trying to bungee cord together, hoping something doesn't fall off and band-aid it. No, I need a system that works. So I have a few of my tried and true systems that I'm happy to share with you. They're going to include things like, actually how you build your website, email providers, templates, so that you can crank your courses out and your, whatever it is you want to deliver to your clients. And there's just a whole bunch of other great little things that I use regularly. I would never recommend anything I don't use. I'm happy to share all that with you. And then we're going to actually build your website. We'll go step by step the inner workings of what actually works. because there is a language that your ideal client speaks. And if you're not familiar with it, again, we're throwing spaghetti at the wall, and you don't want to do that. And then we're going to look at actually growing your influence. So now that you've got that groundwork laid, you need to get out into the world. You can't be down an alley hanging up a sign hoping people find you. No, you have to do what real businesses do, and that means advertising. And I'm not an expert in that, but I do have someone that I work with that does wonders and amazing things for my business. So I am going to introduce that expert into this process so that you can learn directly right from the source. Is you don't want me trying to repeat things, because that's just not going to work. You don't want to do that. And then we're going to move on to another process included. It's called Nail the Sale. And this is actually based on the DISC personality profiles. If you don't like selling, this is the course for you. I don't like it either. And yet, when I learned the process of understanding DISC, I was able to close at a 90% rate, which is like unheard of. But I knew if I could sit down in front of these potential clients and speak their language, I would close them. And I did it 90% of the time. And I'm going to show you how. Let me see what's next. And then we're just going to include, I get another discovery process, because as you work your business, you're the creative type. You have a lot of ideas. We're going to look through a process that will help you generate those new ideas into profitable processes and things that you can actually sell. And finally, last but not least, your social media, right? You have to be able to actually not only get your ads and funnels and those kinds of things running, but what do? You need your content up and running so that people can see you, and you will just start to see this machine starts coming together. It is a beautiful thing, my friends, but it starts with understanding who you are and how what you do fits into a business model. I'm excited for this. And again, 12 to 14 weeks. We'll meet every other week, and I will take you through the step-by-step process. But it isn't all ironed out, and this is where I need your help for the beta. When this is done, and I have run this, and I got all the kinks out, I will probably run this program for about $2,000. So, but for now, I'm going to be doing it for $47 a month. So literally for 3 months, if we kind of go 3 months, it'll be like $150. So if this is of interest to you, and I hope it is, if you are tired of being scattered and you're looking for that aligned action in your business, for an actual business that works, that has all the components, functioning emails, ads that are running, even if you don't want to run ads, you need a proper funnel where everything starts to work together. You need all those mechanisms to work. So you've got some automations that are happening. You have regular connection with your clients, and you learn how to close them when you finally get them either face-to-face, if that's how you do it, or if that's not even comfortable, we'll just make sure that you're set up so that your sales page sells itself. We're looking for conversion, right? I hope this is of interest to you, and I would love your feedback and your help in making this program really fine-tuned. If this is you, please write me a comment below, send me a DM. I will reply back, and we'll get the process started. I'm going to start this June 1st. That's like next week. So I have a lot of work to do, but I've got the first couple of things done. So we're just going to get started, and we will work as we go along. If this is speaking to you, please reply below, reply back, send me a DM, whatever it is, we will get you hooked in so we can get you started for June 1st, 2021. I look forward to seeing you on the other side.